Testing, testing. Okay. I'm trying a new format for how I'm gonna handle things when I'm, just literally setting up the stream. So hello, welcome to part 19 of Play Dragon Quest VIII. So I guess a slight update on what I'm thinking I'll be doing for schedule. Whenever I manage to finish this game, which could be soonish, like hopefully within the next week or two, there's gonna be a break between. I'm pretty certain, like, I'm not gonna be able to just keep streaming this game until Cyberpunk comes out. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna be returning to Dragon Age Inquisition, which I haven't played in month, and use that to fill the time between when I finish this and when I yeah. So next up at Dragon Age is continuation of Dragon Age Inquisition. So if anyone new while you're watching this, first welcome. I don't know if anyone's actually watching at this point, but hey. And also, yeah, time to catch up on Dragon Age Inquisition. Just binge away from the playlist. Actually, there actually is a playlist at this point, but well, we'll see. I forgot to set up put projector thing in advance. For Poncho. Yeah, like I said, I think that one of the major things that needs to happen in the proper remake is there's somehow a way to very directly compare items that are in your bag to items that are equipped. I'm not sure how much we need. I can look and see how much the end costs. Oh, okay, 3, so might as well.
Isn't it wonderful that Cash and Carrie both managed to complete the trial? Now they can work together to carry on their father's business. They're actually very close, aren't they? Beneath all the bickering, I mean. We used to fight too. Do you remember? When we were little. I always thought of you as my older brother.
Oh, that makes things awkward.
But now I see you more as a man.
Okay.
I mean, never mind. Forget I said anything. Good night.
Well, it was not when we got here anyway, so. Wish to learn about Imperia, please talk to the chief. He loves telling stories. You see the large hut over there? That is the chief's. I'd say strength if I could get the pixels. We're actually like the closest thing to a tank currently. Although Red kind of needs it in most, sort of. I mean, Jessica literally needs it the least. I'm not sure how much strength dictates, like, things like boomerangs and, I think it's under miscellaneous, isn't it? Alright, there we go. So yeah, I can't increase this any further, and I'm probably gonna get enough to increase it to its maximum amount, so... That's an item shop. That's foreshadowing. Literally. And now she even drooled, napping now very bad. She will not be able to fall asleep. She will not be able to sleep now. Awful, awful. At first I thought, like, this isn't very good grammar. Oh. There is a shield that can only be equipped by women. That shield is called Saint's Shield. And made by combining two kinds of shields in a vial of holy water or something like that. Or discovers a new recipe for the holy pot. Oh, that's interesting. You actually talk to people to get. Is that actually the sheep's hut? I mean, I should look around first for mini metals and such. Ah. I even have bags in here for stuffing in them. Those bags you can reach into are so rare anyway that, like, it feels like extra disappointing when there's stuffing in them. It's not even. I guess the problem is that it's not satisfying. Really. Like, chests always have things in them. So, that's, just a thing. Pots don't always have things in them, but you get to break them. And there's, like, something kind of fun about breaking pots. Shelves. Like, I definitely prefer the Dragon Quest 11 method. And I think if they do an HD remake of this game, and in fact, considering that they were probably at some level developing the Dragon Quest 8 while they were working on 11, it's a bit curious why they didn't just edit the texture of the bookshelf to make the book red if there's a readable book on it. For HD remake, they definitely need to consider employing that. Particularly if they're doing an actual, like, I should say remaster. Yeah. Quality of life improvements in general, I think that would be very good. And I don't know what the heck they do about the bags you can reach into. Besides just adding something to every one of them. Which might unbalance the game a little bit, but not by that much. Um, Again, like I'm not even sure. I have played Dragon Quest XI in the while, and I've actually kind of given up on the idea of avoiding spoilers for like what I haven't played at this point. I'm just like watching um what everyone has played through, and like because in the end, I'm not sure it really matters that much if I experience the story by playing it or by watching someone else play it. Also, it's weird that boss that gave me trouble. Like he still had to cheat for it, but it was because the boss was wiping the floor with him in other ways than how it wiped the floor with me. Also, he was on the upper level, but I don't think it ever used like. I swear there was an ability it had that like nerfed your ability to use. Like, see, like these, they're both empty, but I'm not that disappointed because I get to smash things. Like, there's something kind of cathartic about smashing things. But like the bags you reach into, like heck, I would if they're worried about game balance for the HD remaster, they should just basically get rid of any empty ones from the scene. Like, or maybe replace it with some other doodad, for balance, for like visual balance reasons. Because like there's an animation that plays where you reach into it and it's empty. Like you're wasting your freaking time, and that's like the problem. So you're wasting your time smashing plots that are empty, but it's fun smashing plots. Like yeah, it's not fun reaching into a bag, even though like functionally it's the same difference. Also, the other problem I suppose is if you aren't really keeping track of what you've been and what you reached into. Granted, yeah, I mean, if you're trying to clear a room, basically, you might forget, did I reach into that bag? And then you go and reach into it again. With a plot, it doesn't respond until you exit and come back. So if you're, careful to do everything in one go. Oh, it has equipable items. So you got flame shield that we can equip Jessica. And a mithril helm which we can equip on Pixels and Angelo. Which we can't afford, although we could afford if we farm for a little bit. So the flame shield will increase Jessica's defense. Ellie, what's going on? If you want attention, you need to come in here. I'm not gonna come to you. I'm kind of tethered here. And usually when you're mounting, you just want attention. Like, then when I stand up, you just come out and go, hi, how are you? Like, I swear, if you're in trouble one day and you're meowing, I don't know if I'm gonna be coming to check on you. And if she's coming out, You're gonna be the girl who cried meow. So this is like 17 points increase of defense for Jessica. 17 points. This is Mithril is much more radical for Angelo. Much more of an upgrade. And it actually might be more important in general because he's our healer to have high defense. Let's see here. I also think this is a much more radical raise of defense for him, definitely. Like, I think for Pixels, it's 6. Flame Shield is like 17, I think, for Jessica. Yeah. But for Angelo is an increase in not quite 20. Actually, it might be 20. It's 22. Yeah. So I think it'd be worthwhile to farm until we have enough gold and get a Mithril Helm for Angelo. Full from a sense of like actual defense increase, as well as Ellie, please leave that alone. Also, we have been kind of avoiding encounters, so although mostly because I just wanted to. I want to try that enemy that I didn't encounter before. That crocodile was exploding. A heligator? Where's the propeller? Oh, there's a cave over there. Hey, Ellie. Making her cameo appearance. Oh, we actually have enough. That's just our road, I think. There we go. Ellie, don't be getting behind the green screen. Always be in front of it. We need to see your cute face. Okay, our views are shooting up, probably. Everyone wants to see the cute kitty. Meow. I'm not sure if the mic can pick you up, though. Why don't you just lay down over there? Nope. It's not a suggested it's out of the question. Meow. Meow. Oh, Mumble. How are you? Gojo-sar, Gojo-sar, you don't seem to be of this village. I see, so you want to learn about the Godbird Imperia. I praise your inquisitive attitude. Damn it, I want to ban every last one of you. It's reconnecting the chat. I want to connect the chat. I don't want to. But it's just not going to connect the chat. Yeah, I'm going to go to all pages quick and back here. That will clear the chat so I'll have that frickin' advertisement. Frickin' spam. According to legend, Imperial was controlled between two worlds. The first world is called the World of Light, and it is the world we inhabit. The other is called the World of Darkness, where there's vampires and werewolves and mages and other supernatural beings. But the vampires, they must uphold the masquerade. So this ability to travel freely was a very special one. It was only granted to Imperia. One day, the evil ruler of the world of darkness built a huge gate between the two worlds. He was unsatisfied, you see. He wanted to conquer not just the world of darkness, but the world of light as well. During a catastrophe, Imperia flew to the world of darkness and used all her power to close the gate herself. It is said that in the legends that her efforts worked, the gate was successfully closed. Unfortunately, she had no energy left to return to the world of light. All that remains to this day is her shadow. It is also said that her shadow occasionally creates a doorway, entrance to the world of darkness called the Dark Eye. To be honest, I do not exactly know what it is, but it is said that if you want to walk through the Dark Eye, your next step will be into the world of darkness. I strongly advise you to not to casually follow the shadow of Imperia, for you may fall into the Dark Eye without even noticing it. It doesn't appear all the monsters are very angry. It's hard. Well, thanks. Hard to hunt for food now. I am angry too at the godbird. I know she is our holy godbird, but I can't eat my tongue. I would tell her myself, but she knows nothing. She shows nothing to us. Nothing but her shadow. I'm even more angry. So, nobody's being of any help. Okay. It's going to be RPGs for the foreseeable future. Right now I'm on a JRPG kick, and then once I'm done with this, I'll be on a Western RPG kick, basically. Because the current plan is to finish this game, then attempt to wrap up Dragon Age Inquisition. May or may not be successful. At the very least, I will play more of it. And then once Cyberpunk comes out and I have access to it, I'll be playing that. So this looks like a thing. But how do I get to the thing? Ellie, get your paws off my Doritos. Then next year, we're going to be going into some JRPGs. Actually, kind of interesting when I think about it. Like, we're just going through all different kinds of RPGs. And eventually, once this pandemic ends, we'll I might even be doing some tabletop RPGs. Oh, you're just playing the bag. That's fine. So this isn't a group, even though they're exact same type and they're right next to each other. But they're going to do an actual remake of Dragon Quest VIII. I think it wouldn't be terribly difficult to do like they could. I think I've mentioned this before, but I want to reiterate my thoughts on it. They can easily use the Dragon Quest XI engine to remake Dragon Quest VIII or nearly any Dragon Quest game for that matter, because Dragon Quest is inherently reusing assets, or in terms of art direction anyway. Many of the creatures are the same. The NPCs are literally the same, or the great number of the NPCs are literally the same designs. So the bunny girl, they can just use the bunny girl, the bunny girl assets, or the characters who wear armor assets. Yeah, many of the NPCs' designs, that'd probably be the best way to put it, are identical from game to game. So all you have to do is develop a game for a current gen platform, and then use many of the engines and assets from that too. The difficulty with that is going to be obviously, any unique creatures, translating some, working out whether or not they're going to, be closer to the gameplay of Dragon Quest VIII, or to just port Dragon Quest 11 gameplay, which I wouldn't really mind, personally. The gameplay and the character, basically the sphere grid. Oh, I don't really need to use. There we go. No, this game. Now that I think of it, what was I saying? What was I gonna say? Um, oh yeah, like my whole strategy of equipment upgrades. Like, as we're regressing, I'm becoming more and more selective. With what I decide to do. Because normally my whole strategy in terms of leveling is to level until I can upgrade all my equipment to like what's currently available. But this game is just non-linear enough that that's not always viable. That's an enemy? A group of enemies? Like, how does that work? It looks like there's at least a few suspicious areas. Like, you currently can't get up to that hilltop. There's a thing there, but we can't actually get to the thing. But there is this little circular area on the map, so I'm gonna just... It just looks like it could be a little lake, though. Is there anything we can do at this lake, or is it just... Dang it, don't... It's just there to be a lake. It'd be a crater lake. It very much looks like a crater lake. Or like a caldera. What the hell? How do enemies sneak up on me from behind like that? I thought they couldn't spawn unless they're on camera. Okay, so there's multiple. Okay. So I have no idea where to go. Like, there's this whole thing about the shadow of the Imperia, but how do we encounter the shadow of the Imperia? Like, if anyone knows in chat, feel free to tell me. Like, where I need to go and what I need to do at this point, because I'm not quite in the mood to look up a walkthrough. I mean, I can, but I just have the chat participate in this. Or, you know, encourage chat participation, let's put it that way. What is it? Oh, there's a whole area of corruption here. Get some miasma go in there. Is there a chest amidst the miasma? I regret nothing! I regret approaching it from its direction! Match the base with... Hopefully we can... No, I do not want to fight you while we're in the middle of miasma, okay? Where is the moon always full? I think the only other landmark here is the arch. Maybe we've heard from the chief, like, that arch will trigger an Imperial Shadow to appear. Oh, I had to, like... Huh. It's kind of doing... flying around here. We need to, like, chase... We're literally chasing shadows here. This isn't doing anything. Maybe we need to follow the shadow? I'm guessing we need to follow the shadow. So we're standing in the shadow. It ain't doing nothing. It seems the enemies are avoiding us. Somewhat. That's hopefully a good sign. We're doing something right. Hopefully. Okay, we're wrong. I was freaking wrong. This doesn't cause a shadow to spawn, but still, I'm trying to like solve a freaking puzzle here. Maybe. Okay. This is a bad idea. No, get away! Like, I have enough stress to deal with. Not knowing for sure if I'm doing the right thing here. And walking through some poison shit. There we go. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, it's literally a black and white version of the overworld. So this is literally Legends. This is literally the past. Although we haven't been changed into a bunny, so it isn't completely ripping off Link to the Past, but still. I just want to see what the enemy encounters look like without having to. Oh, get dark slimes. I was gonna get a dark skeleton. Sorry, I don't think the Dark World is going to be quite as extensive as it is in the Link to the Past. I just waste the MP at that point. I probably should invest into roguery at least up to here. Another treasure chest in the middle of the miasma? I'm guessing that Arch has it's interesting what is like in color and not in color. Granted, this could just be like I'm actually kind of wondering if this is a stylistic choice, or if it's just a matter of to make the water like blue, or if it's simply a limitation of the engine. Because what I imagine is that this is not a filter, but I'm not even sure if the idea of shaders existed when when Dragon Quest VIII was originally released. I mean, they have like scenes that are in black and white, like for flashbacks and such. So, granted, I don't know if that is actually a shader effect, or But what I'm guessing is they wanted to, like, have this be a world where, like, everything is in black and white and you're in color. But my initial guess is that, the effect they have for, water and everything is just, it might be too complex to just apply a black and white texture to. If I had to guess. The same thing could go for miasma, although that is more likely a game design choice as well, because it's dangerous to walk through. I'm gonna check out the town first to see what's going on there. Right now I'm just avoiding encounters because I'm feeling once again like I might be overleveled, so I'd rather be overleveled than underleveled, but if I haven't seen this guy, and I went over Steam again because surrender. Yeah, I'm getting really disoriented here. What happens now? Okay. We're fighting the group, but basically going for something of a pleasant view effect, I guess, for or Pleasantville, I think is what it's called, actually. I need to rewatch that film sometime. Or get it on Blu-ray if it is on Blu-ray. It's tough to see what's on Blu-ray. It might have been on Blu-ray and then gotten out of print or something. Is like the entrance to this village like closed off in this world? Like now I'm curious. Nope, it isn't.
Kot matjok meloi, taksikan henaksokatan miklied imperia, ton nitem nikutidach. Dokik toik ningepo, jutat hanek fju. Kot kim jodag ninge mitheid.
Ningadat? Teman ilok zuit, exokat, extelen imperia kulaksik?
Kikonikak kiken, naksudaka, hetan kudek niks hatui. Oh my, ciao yon kund.
Oh, okay. It's spiffing.
Okay.
So this is what all the fuss was about. If I'm not mistaken, you must have come through the dark eye. You are dwellers from the world of light, no?
Yeah.
Just as I thought. Then it must be the will of the goddess that brings you to us. Well, there is something I wish to discuss with you. Perhaps you would visit me in my home later. If you'll just promise me that you can take your time and look around the village as much as you like. I will be waiting then. My home is the largest dwelling here, so you'll know where to find me. Flock of Empichu. Let us go back to our work and carry on as normal. Do not forget to be kind to strangers.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're just certain special effects that they just couldn't, or didn't have the resources or whatever to, make black and white. Like, fire is in color, water is in color. Do you have different stuff in? Well, that's interesting. Oh, this is probably just a, this is probably another texture error, actually. Special antidote. I think it's just loading the wrong textures. This is the same stuff that was available before. I think the magical mace is for something. Guardian Mail I don't think was... But that's only for Yangus, and we don't like Yangus anymore. Where did Lily go? She was in her box and then then no longer. At least this one is. Please have something in the bag in this world. Damn it. Oh, that's interesting. The golden slime statues are also... I just wonder what significance they have, too. It could be interesting to have some significance to the plot or something. More texture errors. I also have to wonder if this is the emulation or... I mean, I imagine it's the emulation or something. But this is like the main thing that keeps it from being perfect versus great. Was I in here? I don't think it was. Yeah, definitely wasn't. Otherwise, there.
Do I look grey to you? No? Thank goodness. I was worried that being here might affect us somehow. At first, I thought the world of darkness was no more than a black void. But I see now that I was wrong. It simply lacks colour. It seems a rather melancholy place to me, but I wonder if the people who live here would find our world bright and garish. I must admit, there is something slightly romantic about this shadowy landscape, though I certainly wouldn't want to stay forever. I mean, it can be a little scary in the dark, but as long as I have you by my side, I know I have nothing to be frightened of.
I believe I already left in here. I've already talked to the others. Oh, yeah. I noticed. I'm guessing we don't have access yet. We didn't have access to the bell here either. Darker Hell. I have to wonder what our recommended level for endgame is, actually. Since we're kind of... sort of approaching endgame, maybe? Right, it's been long since I played, and even longer since oh, boss fight. Oh. Start the wave is terrible. Yeah, I think I would eject Disruptive Wave entirely from the game. Yeah, I hate the fact that I can't just shit whatever the hell I want. Sort of wasting a friggin' turns. Like, I want to be psyched up as much as possible, but the whole concept of disruptive wave of energy is, or disruptive wave is discouraging us from using the core mechanic of combat. I'm not sure how to feel about it. Like, third level, I'm trying to like justify its existence in my head a little bit, and I could think that, well, it adds a level of strategy, or a level of added level of risk versus reward. Like, there's already an element of risk versus reward to psyching up, in general. Because, you know, we're effectively sacrificing our turn for the sake of, you know, being able to unleash bigger attacks later. So, you know, when we're leaving ourselves defenseless in the process. So, okay. And we lose it automatically if we are downed. or killed, basically. That's fine. This adds an added, element of gambling to it, effectively. But there's a degree of RNG involved, which I never like. Because it takes control away from the player. And it also makes the player feel cheated. They're great, like, it's far from the course that we do not control the enemy that we're fighting, but yeah, like, I think the constructive wave energy is also just inherently okay. I get it. It targets everyone. It gets rid of all buffs. So psyching up, done. Done. Any kind of buff that you're doing to the party is done. Cancelled out. The party member whatsoever. I'm pretty sure whenever Warrunner gets around for this, I would hope that he would give this a gameplay negative. Like, I cannot justify it. It is simply overpowered. And it is simply casts out any that exists solely. And if it was just a gimmick of the Dolmegus fight, fine. But it's recurring in multiple fights so far. So then, when something is a problem and it's a recurring problem, I'm sorry. Like, I'm predicting this is going to be negative. And if it isn't a negative, I'd be curious as to how he would justify it. Because it's not being difficult. It has an element of strategy, sure. But it is largely just overpowered. If it targeted one character, it would be fair. A little more fair. At least. A little more fair. Because, like, if it's targeting the one character who's trying to psych up, and buff and everything, it should be RNG entirely. This is an area where RNG would be at least somewhat beneficial. Because it like, realistically, and I'm just gonna take the headphones off. It helps me to form my thoughts when I'm in this kind of mode. Especially with the music playing. But and kind of grating as it defeats. So I'm a little torn as to whether or not a single character form of disruptive wave should be fueled by RNG. Basically, like, random party member, or if it should be more algorithmic, or AI based, because to be honest, if this were tabletop RPG and we have a disruptive wave ability, I as a DM would see a character psyching up and be like, disruptive wave. Or a character who's getting all these buffs and be like, disruptive wave. Now, if I were designing it, I would nerf the hell out of it. Like it would be maybe something like a legendary action, or or maybe treat it a little bit like a breath attack, sort of. Like a thing that kind of needs to be recharged, or like there would be limitations to it, but to like how often they can use it. But it would be they would definitely be targeting it toward strategically. It would be difficult to program, to be sure, because you have to like be like, okay, it would have to sort of track how buffed individual party members are. Then on top of that, we have to have a certain level of RNG built into it. I think of coding strictly from a if and then standpoint, because that's just how that's a kind of core tenet of programming as I understand it. Like I don't know how to code, but I do understand the core concept of if and then. And that's how an if and then statement would be. Like it would be if it would basically, like the script for the AI would be like, first there would be something of a random roll to see which of its abilities it would do. So it would be like if, like so far we've only seen like two, like there's Zap ability and then the Disruptive Wave. So let's just assume for the sake of simplicity that those are the only two things it can do. So if one, then Disruptive Wave, if two, then Zap. So like RNG 1, 2, and then I think Zap targets everyone, or whatever it is. So it wouldn't have like a roll to decide who it targets. So if one, then the Disruptive Wave script, which would then basically go and like, I'm trying to think of it as how I would do it. Like, I don't know if there is like a particular language for just like if a particular character has search for I don't know what the statement would be. Like search the party for or gauge the party and how many buffs each of the quantify somehow through some sort of algorithm, like which character is the most psyched, so there'd be the psych level, and then that would be probably just like the tiers or whatever. So like there's really, I think there's like probably 4 tiers of psych, maybe. Like there's like 5, there's 20, there's 50, and then there's 100. I think it's like 4 tiers of psych, if I remember correctly. And then there'd be other things like Um, oomph, insulate, magic barrier, bounce, puddle, not puddle, accelerado. So, there'd be basically a number for each of, so one oomph is like, each level of oomph is basically like +1 to the variable. So you had to at least add a variable specifically for this mechanic, effectively. So, like, each layer of, well, I think that in terms of the formula, probably the weight of, like, I'm getting something that may be kind of boring to people, but, like, I really just want to finish this spot. So, since oomph is kind of escalates, I think that, or not oomph, whatever, psyching up, or tension. So, the first tier of tension would be 1, +1 to the buff, formula. The next one would be +2, +3, and then, like, maybe even +5, for if they're maxed. So, like, once you arrive at high tension, you would be basically, if literally you're psyching up, you'd be like 1, 3, 6, then like 11. Then like most buff will just be like +1 to buffedness. So that whatever the final score is of that for each character, Imperia or whatever the enemy ends up being will target the one that has the most. So, like, if 2, I can't remember if Zap, whatever. Let's just say that this is 2 in the RNG, the dice roll basically, from which of its abilities it leaves. So if 2, then scan the party for whoever has the most buff, the highest buff score, basically. And if there's a tie for highest buff score, then it will do another dice roll between all of the then RNG to determine which targets, and then it targets, and then they lose everything. Like, that's risk and reward. That's proper risk and reward. That's kind of my point here. Having it target only one party member is proper risk and reward, because even if there's no limitation to how much they can use disruptive energy, or how often they can use disruptive energy, you're still... it's a risk. It is literally a risk. Here, like, it seems like it's every other time, and I'm not sure if it's actually literally every other round. But every other round, at least you can build a little bit of a strategy around it. Like, okay, you psych up, attack, psych up, attack, psych up, attack. You literally cannot psych up past a certain point. If it's entirely random, then there's a little more risk and reward rather than simple pure strategy, but it was 50-50 that it might as well be every other round, so you might like, it's not so unpredictable as to, like, it's just unpredictable enough that it may happen twice in a row. Or none at all. that kind of randomness is not really good. In my opinion. Like, as it stands with what I understand of it, it's just not good. Because it's literally deterring you from using, like, the core mechanic of the game. Because, all buffs. Like, all the things that you would normally, tools you normally have at your disposal, that you simply would use during a boss battle. And only bosses have this ability. Like, your instinct when killing a boss is to buff and spike up and to use those mechanics. But the whole idea of Disruptive Wave is just, no, use it. There's no point. You can just get rid of it randomly at any point. And yes, it'll lose its turn, but you'll also, if you're buffing that turn, then, like, I don't know. Like, again, like I said, I wouldn't even mind if it was a matter of, like, 2 actions. And one of those actions can be Disruptive Wave on a random party member. Fine. Like, if that's the balancing point, I'm okay with it. If that's, like, the rebalancing element of it. Because like, okay, like, here's the thing. It kind of comes down to a degree of player control and making the player feel as if they are responsible for when they lose, or when they fail, or suffer a setback. And this, in a sense, it would create that as a sort of, but it would feel a lot more like you're, it would be a transparent illusion in a lot of ways. But, like, if you psych up or put all your eggs in one basket on some of that character, okay, then again, I'm thinking of this from a standpoint of pure RNG, which again, realistically, it would not be pure RNG. It would be, if it gets the, if it gets that ability, if it decides to use the ability, it's going to go after the one who, so that's kind of back to the drawing board. I mean, I probably did it, again, the tabletop thing, I just have limitations on how much you can use it. So, like, it would have a cooldown at the very least. Yeah, that's probably how I would even do it. It would have a cooldown to some extent, although that would still inherently limit you to, like, once you figure out what that cooldown is, you'd be like, okay. Well, yeah, it wouldn't be random, would it? Like, okay, well, you could strike up, like, the thing is, you can still strike up multiple characters. So you have to, like, buff and strike up and whatever, multiple characters, and then, like, at least 2. So if you have to have heavy hitters, or, and, like, you can game meta a little bit. Like, particularly for cooldown, you can game that system by basically intentionally, like, basically, like, keeping the psychic of your heavy hitter one step behind your backup, effectively. Now, granted, that would take a lot of strategy and a lot of good thought, so I would probably allow it. sort of have a decoy, as it were. A decoy tactic. So have, like, for example, psyching up would be like the main way to up your buff score, basically. So have like a decoy who's, psyching up just a step ahead, a tier ahead of the person who you're intending to, your heavy hit, basically. And then Imperia would, for example, start the wave against that character inherently in her cooldown, then you psych that character up to max, or at least near max. And then unleash a devastating attack. But that's my strategy, which is my point. There's no strategy, it's just be careful about psyching up, because at any moment they could randomly use the thing that gets rid of or buffing, because at any random moment they can get rid of it all. And you just wasted all your turns retroactively. Preparing. But that, like I said, there's no excuse for it. I cannot justify it. Like, I can come up with alternatives and ways to, like, tone it down, to make it a lot more strategic. Yeah. Actually, I kind of like the decoy idea the more I think about it. Like, just... Yeah, in a tabletop setting... Like, I would have to consider, like, exactly how intelligent the enemy is. Like, if it knows... Like, in a JRPG, like, yeah, I would not bother to. Like, there could be a DTS variable, in general, which may even be better. But then you have to really think about, like, you'd almost have to assign every enemy an it could do this an intelligence score or something to determine, like, the likelihood that they would, like, identify this is a person who is actually going to hurt them the most with the level of tension they have and and buff. Whatever. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm like putting way too much thought in this, but yeah. Point being, as this disruptive wave is a negative. We're not doing negatives because we aren't Warrunner. Otherwise, I have been thinking on and on about, like, just asking him, like, hey, can I just adopt a variation on your system? And for those unaware, I'm gonna check out the headphones again because I want to form my thoughts. Forerunner is a Twitch streamer and YouTuber who since Dragon Age Inquisition came out, been adopting and refining a system of reviewing games, wherein it's not like a score like out of 10. It just he has two categories: gameplay and story, and he gives them positives and negatives. And there's also, like, aggregate positives and aggregate negatives. Some things that are, like, not quite negative enough to give a full negative. But, I'm not really sure how the aggregate system works exactly. And there's, like, positive negatives, and positive, that, like, are in brackets. And to be honest, like, it's not so much that, like, I don't want to rip them off, because, like, if I was strongly feeling like I should adopt a system, I would ask him just as a matter of courtesy. I'm pretty sure he would be fine with it. The problem is, I don't know if I have the patience to keep track of it. You know, like, I've been, particularly with this game, and heck, with Persona 5, like, I've been very critical. And like, I take the after him, like, even for games I enjoy, and I've been enjoying this. Don't mistake me. But, like, it seems like adopting that review system will almost be like for kind of for the wrong reasons. You know, just so I could like feel like a sense of like, hey, I'm punishing you for doing something wrong. Like, heck, I think I maybe even more. Another concern of mine, I suppose, at this point would be that I probably would be more negative than positive because I take the positive for granted. Like, I have been talking about things that would be positives because I'm just I'm clinical by nature in a lot of ways. I mean, like, adopting the review system may actually help me to be a little less negative and just be, okay, I gotta focus on identifying the things that are actually done well. Like, that could be, but, you know, again, keeping track of it is I don't know. I'm a little iffy. Also, I'm wondering if I should... Okay, that's another thing. Oh, they do get 2 turns. I do wonder if Imperial does have a MP. Oh great. Well, that's game. I doubt that's gonna do anything. I'm probably just gonna do a regular attack. Yeah, how? Is this like something we're supposed to lose, or I don't think we have a frickin'... Yeah, we don't even have a frickin' resurrection heal. Now I need to frickin' look up if there's a frickin' recommended level for Imperia. Oh, 35 to 40s. We just freaking grind, and I think I need to use my grinding cheat again. Like, this may just be a regular thing whenever we come up against a really tough boss. We should also, like, call upon monster teams. Which I don't think we have unlocked that yet, and I don't think we ever will. Also, it'd be great. Yeah, we're surrounded, I guess, by his wings. I was not prepared for this at all. I think we're just gonna... Well, that's interesting. Just kill Yangus. Yeah, we lost half our gold. I wish there was a... There's a code just called Casino Coins. Gold... I'm probably gonna lose this to a fairly limited extent. At least the gold boost. Us notes. That's not the actual code. Okay. It may end up being too much gold, so also our frickin' leader is now Yangus, which is no good. No. And I suppose like the gold boost is probably justified as much as the XP boost, since they're both like exist for purposes of Because I mean, like the whole notion is that instead of having to face this darker dial 10 times, facing it once and getting the same thing I would get from fighting 10 of them. And it's just, saving time. And these are all, at this point, they feel like crash mobs. A little bit. Like, they don't, like, this game is officially grindy. I think I could say that with some confidence. I mean, hopefully, ideally, I'd like to get to the point where, like, level to the point. I'm probably gonna go for 40, or at least 39, or probably 38 minimum. I figured also say another wish list thing for a Dragon Quest 8 remaster with quality of life features. Easy mode. Just a mode where times 10, somewhere around like times 3 to times 5 multiplier for experience and gold. Although I can say with some confidence that like I could realistically grind. So I have no real qualms with using these cheats. That is to say, I could like walk around fighting enemies, go back to the village, get a free heal from the inn, because it's free at this point. Just do that over and over again, wasting all of our times. I could use this cheat code and do it faster. Also, generally like to get to a point where I can actually max out at least one of my skills. Like, where the game will actually let me do that. Which I think is going to be 1 or 2 levels from now, so... They also might be minimum level will be for everyone. Will end up being 38, so Hey, Ellie. Hey, we can max out a boat. No, we can't. I mean, feel free in chat to argue against the use of this code, of these codes. Like, I'm open to criticism and arguments. Because I used to be, like, entirely into cheat codes. And real cheat codes, and, like, infinite, infinite HP, infinite MP. Now I actually enjoy a proper challenge. And apparently Dragon Quest XI is actually very well designed for like being underleveled or being intentionally underleveled. Like here I'm not intentionally underleveled, I'm just kind of tired of fighting random enemies out in the field. Which is, I think, a problem with things. Then I think the encounter design is like pretty good early game, but like once you get like powerful, it just becomes a chore. Then boss fights are conversely super strategy requiring, and then again even then, it's artificially taking away your tools. I don't know. What does kamikaze do? Well, you can sacrifice your own life to destroy enemies. I doubt that works against, I highly doubt that would work against the, like, I doubt that works against bosses. You're just pointlessly killing yourself. Because that would be OP. Against trash mobs, it's kind of pointless. Unless you're like severely underleveled. Which we kind of are, but kind of aren't. Like, here is just about efficiency. But it's like the whole point of the cheat is efficiency. But I am legitimately curious if anyone can think of a reason why I shouldn't be using these cheats to increase my level up and rewards. Where is Jengus? I can't tell which exactly level he's at. Because the only argument I can think of is like, well, like realistically, if we're encountering like 10 times the number of enemies, we'd be, using up resources and having to replenish them. But the thing is, at this point we have, like I said, kind of infinite resources. If we stick close to town, which we aren't because we have no reason to cheat, but if we stick close to town, you pretty much, if we're running low on health and MP, go into town, press the inn, then go back out. And again, the only difference would be time. Like, can anyone come up with an argument as to why it would take this skill for us to actually grind legitimately? versus what we're actually doing right now. The skill epic is the only truly relevant measure of. Heck, we are still kind of sticking close to 10 anyway. Sorry, I need to uncross my legs. Oh, don't mind. Okay, you seem just as comfy. That's good. Yeah, we have to level up one more time. So I think minimum level. Well, at this point, 38 would be like a good level for just maxing out all of our weapon skills. I mean, I suppose an argument can be made that like if we're like for the battle itself, that it requires more skill to fight Imperia at a lower level. It is just far too easy to overlevel ourselves. But definitely we'll be going for anyone higher than 40, because that's like the range that's recommended, according to the first result from Google. So. And this will hopefully be the last time we'll have to do this, although I won't. Don't quote me on that. Really? That's gonna be a regular attack. Let's take a sizzle for Jessica. There, now you have to go for an Omni heal. Sweet. So the boomerang skills improve and it becomes a King Boomeranger, the highest level attainable. We're lion-hearted and have Omni heal. Pulverize is a single enemy. That's actually probably gonna be useful against Imperia. So, Omni heal is Yeah, there's a chance that Pixels might go up to 39, considering how underleveled everyone else is. We all have Zing. So that's good. Let's try Giga Pro. Hmm. Also, Jessica having Zing is going to be invaluable too. That's going to be like 3 people who can do who can res. Oh, we're actually getting to a point where like, people are actually enemies are actually getting scared of us. Maybe we should. I don't know. Whoa, that was. God, that's terrible RNG. That is. Like, I'm pretty sure I equipped Angela with the frickin'. Like, let's make sure we have. So he has the Ruby of Protection. That increases our defense. While we're out here, we should probably. I don't even know what the friggin' item is called. Is it like the holy something or other? We'll put it on his corpse. Then we'll zoom. Wait, I don't think we can actually zoom. We'll Chimera Wing. Actually, no. Oh, wait, no, we need at least. I should have just brought pencils back and then. Yes, you lied to me. That's interesting. Assuming that we can potentially make substitutions. Uh, I will say that I consider instant spells to be a negative at this point in the game. Yep, we're gonna be level 39. Oh well. Yeah, MP is going to be reduced by half. We could get Giga Slash, which I don't know what that's. Hmm. What is that for anyway? Like, is it a magical slash? Does that require a sword? Because that just assumes that we're infested in swords. And why can't it be a a sword ability then. Okay, if you don't want me to fight you, then we won't fight. A dark turkey. Okay, we just need to get Jessica's level 2, 38, and then we'll be good to go. For double scourger, the highest level attainable. Whiplack. She becomes above the law. Knee jerk dab technique. And masters knee jerk neck. I'm curious how many other like enemy types are around kind of. I think it might just be the skeletons though. First, I guess has to go level 39 too. Probably one more encounter, possibly two. There we go. So, skills approval, she becomes a queen sorceress, the highest level attainable. Now she's a sultry lady. Learns pink typhoon. Okay. Let's get rid of both of these filthy, dirty, awful sheets that we feel so sick for having had to use. Too bad we can't actually zoom to the portal. I believe we could go in and out of the portal. I might quick save before I do. I'm not really sure if there's going to be any other equipment upgrades just out there. They're actually going to be useful to us, so... Also, it's got a simoleon sign in the middle of it. Okay, so we start going into it, and then... I think the, Ice Shield is still better for, Pixels and for Angelo, most importantly. I believe we've upgraded all of our, weapons that we are invested in, but just in case. I just feel like petting you. Well, you stay there. You look rather comfy. I think after we're done with all of this, we're probably gonna call it a night. I managed to stay awake so I could come to the shop when it's open, but the owner won't sell anything to me. Hey, you need some kind of special arrangement before they'll let you buy black market goods. Rotten luck though, I came all the way. I think I'll leave being empty-handed. The only other place I think that had like somewhat high value goods might be Argonia. We could go for the these backtrack, I suppose. We check out the spring too. That's probably will end. We'll probably end on the spring. Oh, the end is really far back. Well, the shops are pretty far back too, so I suppose that's just as well. Magic bikini. Damn it. True, he's fine, but it has absolutely no magical properties at all. And changes. If it's called magic bikini, it would. Um. There we go. Cosmetic is all. It's all that matters. My magic hat is probably the only thing that's kind of worth anything, and even then it's like only 1 point of defense. Oh. But the Imperials enjoy a stolen moment together. Sorry, we had nothing scripted for this point. Okay. That was kind of anticlimactic. And the waste of a seam spell, but okay. I really wish we had our fast travel or mount here. I think we should be able to flee for most of these. If it's implemented properly anyway. Like, fleeing is just a matter of, like, a dice roll that is proportional to your level relative to the enemy's level. Okay, it could be to a point where if you're so many levels higher than the enemy, then You're just guaranteed to do the play. Another prediction, another lore runner prediction, is when he eventually does Chrono Cross, he's probably gonna give a positive to flee from any battle. It's an opinion that we shared, but I actually kind of uh, when he's playing a Mystic Quest recently, I actually told him about my own like personal theory that like state game design seems to be, in my opinion, and in his opinion as well, actually, revolves around player choice. And actually, we were talking about like Final Fantasy Mystic Quest has an abundance of RNG, and he said that that was a negative, and I agree because it's like, although I may for a little bit because he was saying that like he wants to try and do a rule system where um players just have a deck of cards like 1 through 20 and can they just play them rather than rolling a dice, which is an interesting concept. Um, I think I have a similar one, but it's more like having a deck of like 40 cards, I think, or I can't. I have like several variations of the idea. One would be sort of like having a deck of 40 cards to suites of 1 for 20. You can do this with actually a proper deck of cards. It's just not don't use the king, queen, kings, queens, and jacks. Um, so like draw like maybe 5 cards at a time. And you can like play any of those cards once in any order you wish. It's a more balance of randomness and player choice. I think my other idea was that you just like draw cards one at a time and reshuffle after you play like a certain number of cards, or you get like a nat 20 or a natural 1. The heck? Is this like a hill or something? Having a heck of a time finding like just the black and white is really disorienting. Where the heck is the entrance? Okay, it's here. Where are you, Ellie? You're making a weird noise. What are you doing all the way back there? Hope you aren't stuck. You've got a lot of things in your way. Like, you look like you're behind bars. He's like gotten all the way in the corner. Like, there's a tray table. There's like 2 tripods. Both which she could probably end up knocking over. Hopefully not. I mean, we might as well rest it again. I spent like maybe a good hour grinding. So, like, if I'd done this normally, I'd have spent 10 hours grinding. No, thank you. Ellie agrees with me. Okay, let's just put our menu music on. So here it is, our... Well, patrons, your name could be here for as little as $1 per month. And all first-time patrons will get their name announced once. And any patron who's gonna have to donate $10 will get announced as long as they remain in that tier. As long as they continue to be crazy enough to stay in that tier. In addition to that benefit, and all the benefits of the other tiers, you'll get to contribute to a game from this list, effectively voting for wallet. If you're a little intimidated by the fact that, like, Free.Game Heroes and Okami are so high on the list, basically at this point, once the game is being played, it's obviously up the list, and you know, this is just a matter of priority. So if you donate $1 to, like, say, Dragon Quest IV, that means that I will, at least of the Patreon choice games, it will be, you know, third on the list. Unless someone bids higher on another game. But, you know, it'll basically lock it into the list. I won't be able to ever replace it with anything else. So, yeah. In addition to that, there is a reserve list. Ellie, leave me alone. I'm trying to do an outro. Play with it. There's a reserve list kind of below it that's invisible. And people who are insane enough to donate $20 a month, but I would not suggest doing that regularly. Get to something to the reserve list, which is sort of beneath the list. And the main difference is that Like, I control to the extent when something goes out of the reserve list and into the main list. Although it's automatic if I start playing the game. So, like, if you add something to the reserve list and I have access to that game, then it will automatically go into the main list with the funding that it has received, which actually would mean if someone were to do it now and I have access to the game, it would actually be the first game I play next year. Just as an example. Or maybe the second game. You know, I'm thinking hell about it. See, he's trying to freaking bite my arm off. I mean, she's kind of nibbling at it, but still, she clearly wants to play, and I'm busy. About to be not busy, but still I'm busy. Yeah, for more details, I'm not gonna do this whole thing every time. I just feel like giving the explaining it than I usually do. But anyway, for more details, and of course, if you're watching the VOD, the most updated to-date list, you can go to patreon.com. That's Pistol Plays. And of course, if you want to contribute for any reason, you can also go there. And of course, there's a ton of things you can do that'll also take a few seconds every time, and you don't really have much of a reason not to do them. You dislike my chitty, you can dislike the video. So I think I've excused myself fairly well, and again, it is like, there are worse cheat things than an XP boost. XP and gold boost. You know, it's really, to, you know, me, it's a matter of saving time. But, you know, you can, if you're on YouTube, you can leave your, objections in the, comments below, and much like Eagle, I will, sustain them or whatever. Whatever. I can't remember what the terms are. I know there was sustain and like I can't remember what it was. It slipped my mind. But anyway, thanks to a producer, Aaron McMahon, and to all of you, thanks for watching. Until next time.